How you doing, y'all? Big burst of wind just popped up just as I started this video. Hey, I've got something here I picked up when we're out of town. I hadn't seen in my neck of the woods yet and wanted to try it. It's J. Rieger and Company Kansas City whiskey. We twist that bottle and read a little bit from it here. Extra fine Kansas City whiskey, 46%, 96 proof. On the back it says founded in 1887. In Kansas City, Missouri, Jacob Rieger and Company was one of the largest makers of fine quality spirits in the Midwest. Forced to close due to prohibition, it took 95 years to perfect the resurrection of the iconic brand. Our Kansas City whiskey is a premium prohibition-style whiskey consisting of corn malt rye with trace amounts of 15-year-old Oloroso sherry. So there you go. Yeah, and I hadn't seen it before, and I was curious. I wanted to try it. It ran in the neighborhood of about $35 a bottle, and I've got a shot glass here. Typically, you see me use a rocks glass or a nosing glass. Here I'm using a shot glass because this is one my wife had found at a flea market there in Columbia, Missouri over the weekend. Dixie. It's not unusual to see, brewing companies do shot glasses, but you don't see a lot of them. Dixie, New Orleans Brewing Company. I hadn't seen this. I don't know if it's a replica of a glass or if it's actually a very old glass, but I kind of dig it just the same. Nose is very interesting on it. You certainly can smell that sherry. There is some sweetness, almost plum-like sweetness on the nose, as well as some very pronounced vanilla. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it is nice and smooth, mellow. Again, it doesn't call itself bourbon. It calls itself a Kansas City whiskey. Oh yeah, there are some oaky notes. Again, a lot of vanilla. I'm still getting some sweet dark plum. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Very nice indeed. Yeah, we had a nice weekend. I was able to find some stuff I hadn't seen for a while. We don't get to Columbia very often. I hadn't been there in about a year since last year's beer festival. And as you've seen me do upon occasion, I'm having a beer with it. Here I'm having I'm still working on a growler of rye, double rye IPA from Broadway Brewing Company, 9.8, 111 IBUs. I am one of those guys that likes the combo of a whiskey and a good craft beer. Not everybody does, but I kind of enjoy it. It's about how one complements the other for me. Some folks are one or the other, but I like to pace myself and enjoy both. Oh yeah. This is a nice whiskey. I picked up a few whiskeys while we were out there. Well, I picked up 3, I think. Maybe 4. Who knows? They have a local distillery called Dogmaster, and I picked up some white whiskey for them, which you may have seen the video for or not, but it was very interesting. I'm starting to get a handle on white whiskeys. One of the very first ones I had was a Popcorn Sutton, and I did a video which was very lengthy, and it just featured me kind of rambling a bit. I had some on ice, and I got some insulting comments. Folks were unhappy with the way I treated that whiskey, and I'm going to be real honest here. I mean, I look back at it, and I make some very good points in the video, but it was one of the very first white whiskeys that I had, so I'm going to admit now that maybe I just didn't, appreciate or understand the style of whiskey as much because I'm used to drinking aged whiskey. So, but having said that, I just may have to go back and revisit that whiskey and give it another shake because, I've had a few since then that I have really enjoyed, and I really enjoyed at Dogmaster. So, then again, having said that, there is something to be said for good whiskey aged in white oak. It's just beautiful. So, hey, I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer. This is a fine whiskey. This runs about $35 a bottle. For me, it's worth every penny. I would certainly recommend any whiskey folks picking up a bottle. I don't think you'll be disappointed.